Well, we came here because the people in Iran are fighting for freedom, and there were like huge protests, and how the regime treated those protests with like killing over 30,000, 40,000 people only because they were like freedomly protesting in the street. And for their voices, we are here to represent them in the whole world, because there's an internet blackout and their voices are not going outside of Iran, so therefore we are here.
A massive wave of defiance swept through Munich as nearly 200,000 people flooded the city's Theresienwiese fairgrounds in a thunderous protest against Iran's ruling regime. Just kilometers away, world leaders gathered behind tight security at the Munich Security Conference. But outside the halls of diplomacy, the streets told a different story, one of anger, grief, and unwavering resistance. Demonstrators denounced the leadership of Iran's Islamic Republic and Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, accusing it of brutal repression following deadly crackdowns on nationwide protests in January. Human rights groups say thousands of protesters have been killed in recent years, turning calls for reform into cries for regime change. Many in the crowd waved green, white, and red flags emblazoned with the lion and sun, the symbol of Iran's monarchy overthrown in the 1979 revolution. The imagery signaled not just opposition, but a longing for an alternative future. The Theresienwiese, better known as the site of Munich's famous Oktoberfest, transformed into a sea of chants, banners, and speeches demanding global action against Tehran. Adding political weight to the moment, Reza Pahlavi, the exiled son of Iran's last Shah, addressed the Munich Security Conference. Living in exile since the 1979 revolution, Pahlavi called on U.S. President Donald Trump and Western leaders to help the Iranian people. He urged what he described as humanitarian intervention to prevent further bloodshed inside Iran, warning that innocent lives continue to be lost.
To President Trump, you've deployed a massive armada and have signaled unmistakably that brutality's time is ending. The Iranian people heard you say, help is on the way, and they have faith in you. Help them, and history will record you alongside not just the Iranian nations, but the world's greatest heroes. For the defense of liberty is a perennial duty, a torch passed from one generation of leadership to the next. There is no greater power in the world than the solidarity of the leader of the free world with a people yearning to be free. The United States struck decisively at the shadow fleet and imposed crippling tariffs. Iranians seize and appreciate these actions. Yet, the hour demands more than diplomatic scolding, more than kabuki theater. It is time to end the Islamic Republic. This is the demand echoing from the bloodshed of my compatriots, who are not asking us to fix the regime, but to help them bury it. The importance of a strike to neutralize the regime forces of repression is the element that could get people back into the streets to continue their struggle. That's the element that pretty much is at stake right now, which is why Iranians in Iran and abroad are awaiting impatiently that this happens faster and sooner rather than delaying it. Because as I said, I don't think these negotiations will amount to anything. The regime is simply buying time yet again. But every day that goes by, more people could die. That's how important an intervention is to equalize the playing field for us.
The protest in Munich is part of a broader international push. Solidarity rallies were also planned in Toronto and Los Angeles, amplifying the message across continents.
This will be the largest rally of Iranians in Europe in recent years. And the message of the rally is to tell the world that Iranians want the overthrow of this regime, and they want the international community to support the struggle of the Iranian people their fight against this regime and also the IRGC. They're also supporting the 10-point plan of Maryam Rajavi, the NCRI president-elect, for a peaceful, democratic, non-nuclear republic in Iran. What needs to be done is for the international community to bring the leaders of this regime, Khamenei and other leaders, to justice for crimes against humanity against the Iranian people. So the world must not remain silent. Practical actions must be taken. The Iranian regime must be politically isolated. Its embassies must be shut down. European ambassadors must be recalled from Tehran. And the world must banish this regime. This is a pariah state. And it should instead support the Iranian people as they fight for freedom and democracy in Iran.
Just days earlier, an estimated 10,000 people gathered in Berlin following a call from the MEK, an exiled opposition movement labeled a terrorist organization by Tehran. As policymakers debate security, sanctions, and diplomacy inside conference rooms, hundreds of thousands outside are demanding something far more urgent: change. And in Munich, their voices were impossible to ignore.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tehran.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.